So your boy decided to go ahead and make a guard build. I made it to fit my play style. It can finish around the rim. It has really good shooting. You know, I didn't forget about the playmaking side of things. We're able to pass the ball and move it around a little bit. And we're also able to play some defense and everything. So I want to show you guys my NBA 2K25 Donovan Mitchell build. Let's go. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy JD back with another NBA 2K25 build for you guys. And yes, I made myself a new build. I'm liking it to a Donovan Mitchell type of a build. While it's not an exact replica necessarily of a Donovan Mitchell, the build itself gives those types of vibes of somebody who can get to the rim. And, you know, has very solid shooting and playmaking on the build. I'm going to show you guys the build with cap breakers involved, and I'm also going to show you a second version of the build if you don't have cap breakers. That's basically going to be the similar build, but just how you would navigate the attributes and everything if you don't currently have those cap breakers. So all I ask is that if this build helps you out, you drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new. Let's go ahead, get into the build, and then I'm going to show you all the animations of the jump shot and everything to go with it. Let's go. All right, so here we are in the builder. I'm going to show you guys version 1. I say version 1 because I'm going to give you the version if you have cap breakers, and then I'm also going to give you a second version if you don't have cap breakers yet to show you how to make a very similar build. So I'm going to go Donovan Mitchell right-handed. I'm going to go jersey number 45, and for those of you that it matters to have the jersey number and everything, if you go to the Lakers, you'll be able to keep jersey number 45. You know, you can go get yourself a Donovan Mitchell jersey if you want to run it around in the park or anything. But if you wanted to have jersey number 45, like in the rec or whatever, go to the LA Lakers. You'll be all set up here. Now, for this build, the one I made it at the point guard position, specifically for the reason that I'm going to be running some point guard on this build, so I wanted it to be at that position. Version 2 that I'm going to show you, I'm going to show it at the shooting guard position so that you can see the shades of Donovan Mitchell and all that good stuff. I know some of you care about that, but like I said, for my particular build, I made it point guard. I went 6'4". We're going 178 on the weight, and then we are going 6'10 on the wingspan. So let's go ahead and start putting this thing together here. We're going to start down with the physicals, like I always do, just because they're tied in with all of the other badges and different things like that. And when you start putting some of these other attributes up, it's going to force some of these to these positions. So for this one, we are going to go with an 86 speed. We are going to take the agility up to 77, which is going to get a slippery off ball on gold. Very nice to have, especially if you are moving or playing off the ball, you know, to be able to move around on the court a little bit. You lose a little bit on the defensive side not having a super high agility, but again, this isn't going to be like a lockdown type of a build. You're going to be efficient guarding the ball. You'll be able to move around a little bit, do what you need to do. Again, you're also going to have the slippery off ball on gold, and you're going to be able to get the mid-range shot that I'm missing the name of the badge off the top of my head. Shifty shooter right there. Duh. You're going to be able to get that on the appropriate level and whatnot too. So that's why we're going to go 77 for the strength. We're going to take it up to a 50. Again, we're not going to be a bully or anything like that, but we do want to put a little bit of strength on there. So if that's something you don't care about, feel free to drop the strength, put it somewhere else. But for me, I'm going 50. And then we're going to take the vertical up to an 80 so that we can get the contact dunks and also get the high flying denier, posterizer, all of that good stuff. So again, very solid all around as far as the physicals go. So let's go ahead and start up here with the finishing. I'm going to run through all the attributes, and then we'll come back and talk about some of the badges. For the close shot, again, some of this is going to be pulled up just because of putting attribute points in some other categories. But we're going to end up with a 78 close shot on this build. We're going to go 75 on the driving layup. And then because we want to get contact dunks, Donovan Mitchell, obviously a very good dunker. The basketball can get to the hoop, finish around the rim. You could stop at 89 if you wanted to, but for this particular build, I went 93 driving dunk. I wanted to have that gold posterizer, some of the nice contact dunk animations for this particular build. So 93 on the driving dunk. Now the standing dunk, I wanted a minimum of at least a 45, and we have some extra attribute points left over at the end. So what I ended up doing is taking it up to 52. Didn't really give me anywhere else that was worthwhile to put those attribute points on. So I wanted at least the 45 to be able to get the under basket, 1 and 2 hand dunk animations. And then we're not really going to do anything for the post control on here. Again, when you move some of these other attribute points around, it is going to pull it up and give you a 37 on the post control. So as you can see here, you're going to get really solid finishing all the way around. You're going to get float game on silver, paint prodigy on bronze, you know, nothing too crazy there. but if you are down low and you need to do something underneath the hoop, you're going to have the badge there to be able to do it. The 75 driving layup is going to get you the layup mixmaster on bronze. It also gets you access to the Jason Williams layup package, which I've been using on this build. And I've been getting some crazy layup animations and some crazy like contact layup animations even though I don't have physical finisher. You see them in some of the clips and stuff. So I suggest maybe trying that out if you have not already. We talked about the 93 driving dunk. We want that gold posterizer, and then you get also the Hall of Fame aerial wizard as well. So we're going to be able to finish around the rim with them contact dunks, catching all the lobs and everything like that. And then I also mentioned the standing dunk at a 52. Does get you the one-hand and two-hand under basket dunks as well, so that you can finish if you get caught underneath the hoop and need to, get off a quick dunk or something like that. Moving down to the shooting, again, Donovan Mitchell, very good mid-range shooter, solid three-point shooter as well. So we're gonna go 92 on the mid-range for this one. Again, especially if you're gonna be like a point guard or even a secondary ball handler, shooting guard, you're gonna want to be able to create your own shot, and getting into that mid-range, like the mid-range area, is a very effective way to score in NBA 2K25. Whether you're doing a pull-up or a fade or just a straight, mid-range shot, 92 is going to be very nice. And then for the three-point shot, we're going to take this up to an 83. Again, obviously you can see the reason why. And then free throw, we're going to take it up to a 75. So with the 92 mid-range, you can see you get 3 of the key shooting badges all on gold: Deadeye, Set Shot Specialist, and Shifty Shooter, which we talked about. And then having the 83 three-point shot does get you limitless range on bronze as well. So again, very solid shooting, and because you have that 92 mid-range shot, you are going to get access to a lot of the nice jump shot bases for jump shot animations, whatever you want to call it. If you've seen my jump shot video, you know which one I'm probably running, but I'm going to show you all those animations and everything after the build. So again, that's going to be the shooting. Very nice. So not only are you going to be able to attack and finish around the rim, but you're going to have some very solid shooting as well. Now, moving down to the playmaking, we did not forget about that, and this is where our cap breakers are first going to come into play. For the pass accuracy, we're going to go to a 91 on this build with the pass accuracy. Like I mentioned, I made it with the point guard position because I'm going to be running some point with this build, so I wanted to make sure I had a little extra pass accuracy. In the second version, where we don't have cap breakers involved, this will be the category we're going to take down just a touch in order to make up for not having those extra attribute points to play around with. But with the 91 pass accuracy, obviously going to be very solid. And that's where we're going to end up putting our +1 cap breaker for hitting level 40 in the season, in season 2 here. If you don't hit it, then 91 is obviously still going to be very good. With 92, you will actually get access to the Hall of Fame Dimer, which if you then want to use your tier 2 +1 badge, you could put that on Legend Dimer for your teammates, which is what I'm going to do on my build. But again, even if you were just had this version right here, 91 gold dimer, you could take it up to Hall of Fame. Still very good and very solid. Now the ball handle is where we're going to use our +5 cap breaker for hitting starter 3. With the +5, we're going to be able to take this up to 92 on the ball handle, which will get us the gold handles for days. It will also get us gold unpluckable, which is going to be very important. And then with the speed with ball, we're going to take that out and max it all the way out at 91, which is the reason why we went 178 pounds for the weight. As you can see, that gets you Hall of Fame Lightning Launch on tier 1. So what I suggest you do is use your max +1 on this badge right here and put Legend Lightning Launch on it as your tier 1, and then you could put the Legend Dimer if you wanted to go on there, like I mentioned, on the pass accuracy side, or if you want to put them somewhere else, that's completely up to you. But that's how I'm going about this build. Again, we're using our +5 on this particular version of the build to get the 92 ball handle, and then our extra +1 to get the 92 pass accuracy, which we are then going to use to get that gold dimer moved up to Hall of Fame, and then with our max +1 up to Legend. You see we get gold break starter, silver versatile visionary, easy for me to say, and we also get silver bailout on this build, which is going to be very nice as well. In case you get stuck in one of the animations where you need to toss out of it and throw it to your teammate, you're going to have that capability here. Again, I talked about with the 92 ball handle, you will have silver ankle assassin, You're going to have gold handles for days and gold unpluckable once we throw on those extra attribute points. And then with the speed with ball, you see Hall of Fame lightning launch off rip, which I'm going to use my max +1 to put that up to legend. So very good playmaking stats as well. And I didn't completely forget about the defense. Again, I hate making builds that are just a complete liability. I'm not making it for like a competitive pro-am type of a thing. I'm making it to play whether you want to play park. You know, I play a lot of rec on it, so I want to make sure I have a little bit of an all-around complete build. So we're going to have 45 on our interior defense. You'd be surprised, even with a 45 interior defense, when the smaller guards are trying to drive to the hoop on you. You can stonewall them a little bit and just help out in general, better than having none. Down here for the perimeter, we're going to take this up to a 74. Again, I don't want to be a complete liability on the defensive side of things. And then for the steal, we're going to take this up to an 85. You know, probably a little bit more than what a Donovan Mitchell, you know, an exact replica, if you want to say, a Donovan Mitchell build might have. But 85 steal, again, very solid. And then the block as well, I think that's very important. It's one thing I didn't have on my Ray Allen build because I had the shorter arms. I was not able to get the 68 block needed to get that bronze high flying denier. And then for the rebounding, just because of the way the points work, offensive rebound on these shorter builds is so much cheaper than the defensive rebound. We're going to go 45 on the defensive, and then we're going to go ahead and max out the offensive rebound up to a 60, which you can see will get us the bronze rebound chaser. It's also going to give you a little bit of offensive and defensive rebounding on the build. We talked about the 68 block, going to get you the bronze high flying denier. So if you do get beat getting to the hoop, having that 68 block with the 80 vertical going to help you chase down the ball handler and, you know, get some blocks at the hoop. It's also going to help with shot contests and whatnot. 85 steal we just talked about as well. It's going to get you silver glove and gold interceptor. So you're not only going to be able to play on the ball a little bit and get some rips, but you're going to be able to play lanes and things like that. 74 perimeter defense, going to get you some bronze defensive badges, nothing too crazy, but bronze challenger, on-ball menace, and pick dodger are very useful badges. And then the silver off-ball pest, so if you are playing out of the corner, maybe you're playing a zone or something like that, you know, in the rec, you know, you're going to be able to aggravate your opponent and you know, stonewall them a little bit, trying to make those cuts and stuff. And then we talked about the 45 interior defense, just to help out, you know, whether you're playing hands up and whatnot in the paint. So again, all around very solid. Not only, like I said, can you finish at the hoop, but you're going to have really good shooting and playmaking, and then just enough defense on the build to be effective. Like I said, I made this at the point guard position, so we're not going to get shades of Donovan Mitchell on this one, but we will when we get into version 2, which I'm going to show you here in just a second. The build name, if you look at it, is going to be a 3-level playmaking slasher. Kind of a cool name. You know, I'm really enjoying the build. I've had it, you know, about a week or so at the time of recording this video. Just about have our badges and stuff maxed out. So I'll show you guys those when we get them maxed out, maybe some gameplay and stuff a little further down the road. But let's go ahead and get back into the builder. I'm going to show you version 2 if you do not have cap breakers, how you would make a build that plays and looks very similar to this. So let's head back over there right now. Alright, so here's going to be the second version of this, and the reason I say second version is because maybe you don't have cap breakers yet and you still want to make a build that's going to be very similar to the one I just showed you. Because you don't have cap breakers, obviously you're not going to have quite as many attribute points to play around with, so we're going to make some minor modifications in order to get that ball handle. Is going to be the primary thing here, moved from the 87 up to a 92. And the biggest area that we're going to make the adjustment here is going to be on the pass accuracy. We're going to take it from a 91 down to an 84. Now, you will lose bailout on bronze. You'll still get access to like LaMelo Ball and Steph Curry and some of the other nice pass styles. However, even if you are not a starter 3, if you get the +1 cap breaker for hitting level 40 this season, you could put that on here and get 85 pass accuracy, which would then get you back that bronze bailout. Or if you want to mess around with the attribute points a little bit, that is completely up to you. A couple of the other modifications we're going to have to make here. We're going to take the standing dunk down a little bit. I'm going to take it down to a 45 to start. I want to come back and I want to double check something here when we get back around to this. I think we're going to need to tweak a couple of other things here. Real minor is going to be the rebounding. as nice as it is to have that 60 offensive rebounding, again, we need to take some attribute points off in order to get that 92 ball handle. So we are actually going to take the offensive rebound all the way down, and then I'm going to bump the defensive rebound down here to 43. Now by doing that, if we go back up here, that should allow us to get that 92 ball handle that we're looking for. And then again, you just have the couple of extra attribute points left over. It's going to make you throw them on the standing dunk. So now you're going to have a 49 standing dunk. So essentially it's going to be the same build. The only thing you're really losing, again, you're still going to have the 45 plus standing dunk, so you're still getting those under basket animations. You lose the pass accuracy. You don't have that 1 or 2 pass accuracy. It does go down to 84. Again, but if you have that +1 for hitting level 40, or if you want to mess around with some of these other attributes, maybe you want to take your steal down to a 79 and only have silver interceptor. Again, play around with some of those extra things if you want that +1 pass accuracy. But I wanted to show you guys this version just in case you do not have cap breakers. I know some of you may not, but you still want to make the build similar to what I have here. So this is the tweaks that I would make in order to achieve that. Again, I also made it the shooting guard position mainly to show you this right here. If we do it at the shooting guard position, we do get shades of Donovan Mitchell, J.R. Smith, and Brandon Miller, which I believe he's like 6'10", isn't he? 6'9", 6'10", I don't know. But you get the name of a mid-range slasher. Again, I think it's a really good name for a Donovan Mitchell type of a build. So on a lot of these build videos, you guys ask for the animations and the jump shot. So these are all the animations that I am currently running on this build. You can see the Tyrese Halliburton pass style that you get. You need an 89, so if you do have the second version of this, you cannot get the Tyrese Halliburton pass style, but you could use like LaMelo Ball is another pretty good one. I also think you get the Steph Curry one at 82 pass accuracy as well. Or the Ja Morant one is actually very good, even though you only need a 75. Good quick passing and stuff like that. So a couple of different pass style options for you. I'm using the Darius Garland dribble style, which is one of the most popular ones in NBA 2K25 for guards. And then the rest are pretty stock, nothing too flashy there. The other one I wanted to show you guys was the layup style. I am using the Jason Williams layup style, which you only need a 75, and then you do need to be under 6'5". So if you're a guard build that has a little bit lower layup, I highly suggest using this one. It's similar to the default small with some of the animations, but some of the contact like layups and just animations that I've been getting in general, I really like this, and I think I might have to try it out on my Drew Holiday build that I have as well. That's the only other build I have right now that's under 6'5", but definitely we'll have to try that out. Again, if you guys want to check out any of these other animations, feel free to pause the video, but wanted to show you those real quick. And then as far as the jump shot goes, if you guys saw my recent jump shot video, I'll leave a link to that down in the description if you want to go and see all of the different jump shots on some of my other builds. But on my Drew Holiday build for the smaller guards, I do like the Cam Thomas base. I'm currently using Devontae Graham and Steve Kerr with 24% Devontae Graham, Steve Kerr 76%. You can see the stats over on the right hand side. I am running it at 3/4 speed. I think it's just a little smoother for me anyway. If you want to run it at full speed, by all means, definitely do that. But you can see it still gets a release speed of an A+. The release height is an A, so that's obviously very good for a smaller guard. And then the defensive immunity is also an A-. So all around pretty good stats as far as the jump shot goes. I really like it. It's working for me. So would highly suggest trying it out if you are looking for a jump shot on your guard build. So that's going to do it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully one of these two builds will help you out. Like I mentioned, I will leave a link down below for the Donovan Mitchell face creation. I'll also leave a link for the jump shot video. Again, don't forget to drop a like for your boy. Subscribe if you're new. I'll leave a card here for all of the other face creations and videos we've done in NBA 2K25. And I'll see you in the next video. I'm out. Peace.